Welcome to my channel. My name is Trisha and this is Stroke Talk Monday. So if you're new here, please consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. And if you've been here before, then hey, welcome back. So this morning is the start of my new series called Stroke Talk Monday. So these are the days that I'm going to talk about what it's like living with a stroke. So if you want to know more about that, then stay tuned. Well, hey. So, okay, this morning we are going to get started. I have all the stuff that I need here. I have my coffee. And so we're going to get started. So like I said, this is Stroke Talk Monday. So this is basically where I will talk about my previous week. So today is Monday. You will see this video on today. So everything that I'm talking about in terms of symptoms, progress, whatever, is for last week. So the gist of it is that some days I really struggle with really bad fatigue. If you've know someone who's had a stroke or you've had a stroke yourself, then you know that the way it works, as they say, is that the fatigue comes from the fact that your brain is healing. So now my stroke was left or right side. So it happened here. I want to believe like on the x-ray, it was like somewhere in this area. I had a blood clot that basically was passing through. It passed, it made it stop, and then it kept going. So by the time I got to the hospital, the blood clot had already dissolved. They have me on a low dose regimen of aspirin that I pretty much have to take now for the rest of my life because the aspirin acts as a blood thinner. So the fact that my brain is repairing itself, or which we hope is repairing itself, is where the fatigue comes in. It's where the brain fog comes in, and it's where where I struggle some days. Like I can have days where I am perfectly normal in the sense that I have the effects of the stroke that are obvious on some days. And then I have days where, I'm just worn out. I feel like I've, literally walked across the entire United States. And this past week was, for the most part, I had a couple of those days. Like yesterday, Sunday, I was like really, really tired. Saturday, in fact, Saturday and Sunday, I don't think I got out of the bed at all, truth be told. I am learning to push past the point of fatigue, because I used to I get fatigued and lay in the bed and I wouldn't do anything. But I said this year that I was going to start doing what it takes. You know what I mean? So I said that I was going to start doing what I needed to do in order to, I don't think that there's a way to speed up the process, but there's certainly a way to help the process along. And that is conditioning my body to work through the fatigue. Actually, right now, I'm going to give you an idea of what my left side versus my right side feels like. I'm going to insert a picture here, somewhere in this. Anyway, here comes the picture. Okay, so now you saw the picture. So the arm on the left side, the one that looks like it's a sewed in, that's basically what my arm feels like. Like it's attached to my body, but I don't have any control on it. And then the arm on the right side which has the ball joints, is basically what my arm feels like. So even though, you know, both arms are attached to my body, or the left side, actually both, that can apply to actually my left arm and leg in the sense that they are attached, but I don't really have okay, wait, let me back up. It's not that I don't have the necessary control. I can't control the landing most times. So where I can go to reach for something, and I might like go to grab it. Say like now, if I were gonna use my left hand to reach for my coffee cup, excuse me, I would go to reach for it, but then say I go to reach for the handle, but then my arm kind of veers off a little bit, so then I'll like bypass it a little bit. Where, you know, of course on my right side, whatever I go to reach for is where my hand lands. Same thing with my left leg versus my right leg. When I go to take a step, I can decide that I'm going to go in what direction, but then my leg or foot might land someplace else. Like say, for instance, if something's on the floor, if I go to step over it with my right foot, then of course, wherever I aim my right foot is where it's going to land. Now I could aim my left foot to step over it, but then the landing is missed and I might step on it, or, you know, something else. So it's kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of a, anyone's guess about where things, you know, in terms of where the way my left side will respond, even though like I can move it. Like at this point, like, you know, I don't know if you can tell, like in some of the other videos, like I can lift it, like see, like I have the control over it, but at the same time, I don't have control. I have control, but then I don't have control, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so other than that, so a day in the life. So basically I get up most mornings, depending on my morning. I can get up and know immediately that that's going to be a day that I can't do what I had planned to do. And then there are some days when I get up and I feel perfectly fine. I feel strong, you know, I feel in control. But then as the day progresses, then I'm on this like slippery slope in terms of I can start off here, but by the end of the day, I'm here. And they say that that's all a part of the healing process. So now I was given a 90% chance of full recovery. My stroke happened in May of last year. And so when I went into the hospital initially, I had no feeling, no movement on my left side. Within a few hours of me being in the hospital and in the ER, everything started to come back. Now I still have very minimal usage of my toes on my left foot. Like I can bend my 4 toes, but my big toe is still paralyzed, I guess, in a sense, because I can't, I mean, it moves, but I can't move it like I can my toes on my right foot. So, but now, like I said, I'm getting better. I'm doing what I need to do. I'll admit I haven't started really exercising like I'm supposed to, but that's all going to change. I'm just kind of getting myself, you know, prepared and mentally, because it seems like I kind of have to trick my brain, I guess. This is going to really sound crazy. It's like when I say I'm going to do something, it's almost like my body I wake up the next day fatigued and to the point where I can't do anything. So I've learned not to just not say anything to myself or to my brain and just get up in the morning and decide what I'm going to do for there. So it's not like I can plan, so to speak, for an exercise day. I just have to get up and exercise, because if I plan it, then my body's going to do something weird and I'm not going to be able to do it, and it's going to frustrate me, and then I'm going to be, you know, it's going to be a setback. But anyway, so like I said, last week was a pretty rough week. I had probably more fatigue days than good days, but I still managed to get a lot of stuff done. Like I got some laundry done this week, and I actually went outside. My granddaughter was here for the weekend, so I got to spend a little time with her and do stuff with her, which was always great. But other than that, like I said, the weekend though, Saturday and Sunday was really rough for me. So for the most part, I did just kind of lay around all day yesterday in the bed and stuff. But other than that, I'm in the sun. Okay. So again, this video is not really meant to be like long and dragged out. It's just more or less to give you kind of an update about how my week went, whatever progress. I can tell you now I didn't make no progress this week because this week was rough. But other than that, it's just more or less to give you, this is kind of like the intro, give you a look into what the weeks are going to look like. Of course, you know, as the months progress, you know, there'll be more information, more things, because I'll be able to tell you more, because I guess my body, look, at this point, I'll either have more to tell you or I'll have less to tell you, or I'll be telling you the same thing. Either way, this is more or less just a look into what my life looks like, you know, surviving a stroke. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh no, wait, before I go, there was one other thing that I wanted to share with you. That if you have any questions for me, or if you have any questions about whether or not you're not sure, or if you know someone, if you yourself have had a stroke, or you know someone that has had a stroke, again, I'm not medical, so I mean, I can only tell you, answer whatever questions you may have pertaining to my own journey right now. But if you do have any questions, or is anything that you want to know, then go ahead and leave those down in the comment section, or even just a motivating word. You know, just I'm rambling, so that's why I think I realize that when I'm rambling is when I stumble over my words. So when I know what I'm going to say, everything comes out right. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I want to thank you for tuning in this week. And like I said, if you have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. And thank you for joining, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.